To the distinguished officials of the University of the Philippines Open University, honorable members of the Board of Regents, esteemed President of the University of the Philippines, Angelo Jimenez, our visionary Chancellor, Joan Serrano, the ever-dedicated faculty and staff, honored guests, family, and friends, magandang gabi po. And to my fellow graduates, the class of 2025, what a journey it has been. From online screens to finally being here together, this moment is something many of us only dream of while studying in our rooms in Manila, in our provinces, or even abroad. Yet, here we are, gathered at last. Many of us began our UPOU journey in the immediate shadow of pandemic. We witnessed the world reset itself, felt the weight of its remnants, and yet we continued. We adopted, we endured. Today, we celebrate not just finishing our courses, but overcoming everything that came with them. Our theme, constancy, change, and coexistence, beautifully reflects that journey. It speaks to the steady dedication we showed, the changes we learned to embrace, and the balance we found in navigating life, work, and study. And this theme isn't just a reminder of what we've been through, it's a guide for the future we're stepping into. To my fellow graduates, may this moment remind us that we have already proven what we are capable of. And it may give us the courage to keep moving forward anuman ang ating kaharapin. Standing here today, I'm reminded of why I began my UPOU journey. In 2022, I chose to pursue a master's degree in development communication, not out of whim or nor out of the notion that millennials like me are bored and make it a habit to pursue degree after degree. But it was intentional for me, and it was a deeply held dream. I remember walking into the UPOU administration office, clutching a nearly crumpled brown envelope, and feeling the weight of the next 3 years settle on me. Like many of us, we started this journey out of the profound conviction to serve. And I'll be honest about my starting point. After nearly a decade in the media industry, I saw firsthand how polarization was eroding public trust. I saw discourse turned into a battleground where differences just became reasons to tear each other down. But instead of letting that reality make me despair, it sparked a fire in me, from frustration over what was broken to a fierce commitment to build something better as I dipped my toe into the development sector. I have to move past observing. I had to equip myself to deepen the way of serving. That burning fire to act became the ultimate reason that pushed me through every late night and every requirement. How many weekends did we spare just to finish hundreds of pages of reading materials? How many late nights did we set aside just to click submit and meet the self-imposed deadline? As for me, my goal was to tone down my overachieving. I allowed myself to make mistakes and make room for errors. I learned to be disciplined and not over-polished, showing up consistently even when things are really, really messy. I allowed myself to miss a day and get back on track the next day. That sheer persistence, that refusal to quit when no one was watching, that's the constancy that proves that as UPOU graduates, we are ready for any change the world demands. May we keep that fire burning, and may no circumstances dim our light. And I'll admit it, probably you're like me, who thought distance learning will be much easier. And lo and behold, it's harder than it seems. The shift to online learning didn't give us free time. It gave us total responsibility. We are suddenly in charge of everything, from planning our schedules, reading modules, tracking deadlines, and showing up for Zoom classes. It was an uncomfortable shift, and yet we mastered it. We navigated group meetings across different time zones. We dealt with slow connections, even missed deadlines, and even traveling to another town just to find a stable signal. Learning is wider and often harder when a four-wall room doesn't exist. And in the quiet backdrop of our studies, each of us was fighting private battles. Some of us struggled to regain our rhythm after a loss, and some were parents, balancing school with family. Some faced financial stress that made continuing feel impossible. Yet, here we are. We sat with our discomfort, took missteps, and somehow kept moving forward. And this kind of change reshaped us, and it taught us when to hold on and when to let go. And within us, there happened an inward transformation. There are more of you now than yesterday. I remember pouring myself over my master's thesis earlier this year while receiving a very discouraging news at work. But when I met the students I engaged at the State University in Pampanga to address these information challenges, so eager and so hopeful, I felt something shift. Their enthusiasm reminded me why this journey mattered. UPOU taught us that the greatest transformation is internal. Our minds can play tricks on us, making us think that we can't make it. But doubting yourself isn't a sign of weakness. It's a mark of maturity. It means that you recognize the immense weight of the task and you still choose to carry it. Hindi ka sumuko, nanatili ka, nagpatuloy ka, and that is the true essence of change. Our UPOU journey has taught us to live in two worlds, the online and the offline. It takes a great deal of mental fortitude to withstand the tension between them. We are citizens of the digital world where we can create safe spaces for civic participation and insightful discourse. But it's also a place where hate speech persists, false narratives thrive, and propaganda is weaponized. As a scholar ng bayan, this dual reality challenges us to use our digital skills not just for ourselves, but to confront the issue that shaped the world beyond our screens. And there are other words that contain paradoxes that make sense for us. We also live in a world where joy and sadness coexist, intertwined by love and sufferings. Sa gitna ng mga nakakapanlumong balita tungkol sa genocide, human rights violations, climate degradation, corruption crisis, at flood control scandals, may puwang pa rin para sa pag-asa. And hope is grittier than optimism. And our presence here today, graduating, is a proof of that hope. Let this moment remind us of our responsibility to carry honor and excellence into the world and to become bridges, championing justice, human rights, and democracy wherever we go. Hindi kailangan maging viral o na maraming online followers para makapag-ambag. In the quiet decisions we make, in the small acts of courage we choose daily, there lies your real influence. And we know we didn't get here alone. I'm reminded of a line from the book The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, when the boy asked, "What is the bravest thing you've ever said?" And the horse replies, "Help." A reminder that true strength is not silence, it's the courage to reach out. To our parents, family members, and friends who are watching right now and outside here, the ICC building, who heeded our call for help, taos-puso po ang aming pasasalamat. To my own mother and younger brother, come on, let's clap on them. to my own mother and younger brother who supported me from enrollment to thesis defense, and finally here, para sa inyo ito. To my batch Alpha of the MDC program, always leading people and happily assisting, this is our hashtag Sablay 2025 moment. To my thesis advisory committee, maraming salamat po sa gabay. And to the UPOU officials, faculty members, and staff, this achievement is yours as much as it ours. And finally, to the class of 2025, do yourself a favor. Say this until it sinks in. I am proud of myself. Congratulations at maraming salamat po.